Hello, my name is Ray Campbell. I'm a technical trainer at Rico Learning Institute located in Tigard, Oregon. As a trainer, I get asked this question numerous times about why AC outlets behave the way they do, and it comes down to just having a fundamental understanding of what an outlet looks like inside and some of the reasons why things go wrong. And I'm just going to discuss here a brief anatomy of an outlet and helping you to understand the things that go on with it. I have here an example of two different types of outlets. This one on the left is a 120 15 amp outlet, and its National Electrical Manufacturers Association code is a NEMA 515R. The one on the right is a 208 20 amp, and its NEMA rating is NEMA 620R. You can you can Google for AC outlet configurations, and you will come up with a plethora of information showing you examples of different plugs and their configurations and what their ratings are. Here's an example of a duplex outlet, meaning there are two outlets, and this is an example of a simplex outlet, meaning one single outlet. Now, the anatomy of these two outlets is fairly simple. This is your hot lug, or the AC hot. This is considered the AC neutral, and this is your AC ground. However, on a 208 line, you can see that the configuration is slightly different. This being the hot side, this is the neutral, and the ground. Again, looking at your configuration chart that you can Google, you can see the different ratings from the different lugs. But let's take a look at the inside of each of these. I'll pan this down a little bit and enlarge the picture because I want to open up inside. And what I've done is I've taken these apart to just give you a quick view. And I'll come down just a little bit more. And you can see here the internal mechanisms simply are some tines that the electrical spades from your plugs will plug into, and they just clamp onto these slots right here. And then you bring the wiring in on these wire lugs on either side, and then the one for the ground is over here on the you can see that it's up here on this side. Okay, that's a 208 line. And if I come over here and look at the inside of this duplex outlet for the 120, you can see here the ground, here is your AC hot, AC neutral, and you can see that they are tied together on the side by these two lugs where you will pick up your electrical outlet, or electrical current. However, here's an example of when things go wrong. After a while, they start to wear out. These little tines start to spread apart. And what happens is, as you plug an electrical outlet into the wall, they tend to not to stay stuck, or they fall out. That's an indication that these lugs have worn out. So it would be a good time to replace this outlet. When you are troubleshooting an electrical outlet, you'll be sticking your meter leads in here, and if you find that the plug is not staying in, or you're not getting the proper voltages from these different lugs, then you would have to contact a qualified electrician that can come out and make the repairs and replace these outlets. In summary, I just gave you a quick overview of the internal mechanisms of an outlet and on how they're constructed. Oh, there is one other point that I just happened to think of. There are times when these outlets can be for a duplex. If I were to put this cover back on, I can separate these two outlets by simply breaking the strap here and bringing the AC out wiring to these from different circuits onto these different lugs. And you might see an example of this perhaps from your at your home, where half the switch, if you're plugged into the bottom, might be plugged into a lamp or another device, but it's not switchable. But the upper side might be on a switch, and you can turn the switch on and off, and this way you can have two different sources, but you can control a light switch via the outlet. Just another example of how the internal mechanisms of a duplex outlet will work. Okay, so in summary, again, we just discussed the anatomy of an AC plug, a couple examples of a duplex and a simplex plug, this being a duplex, this being the simplex model. This is a 208, and here is a 115 volt rated outlet. I hope you find this video nugget useful, and thank you for viewing.